Like, this is really exciting for me. Sunday night, BET did it. Not gonna say they did it well across the board, but really rather Sheila E. did it. We got a Prince tribute. Sheila E. did pull together a phenomenal tribute to the late great artist that we have, Prince Rogers Nelson. So there's an article, I just read an article earlier today. She actually released a song yesterday. And she's been recording new music, writing new music ever since his passing. So really going to be excited to see that. But if you have not seen any of the tributes for Prince, if you're not a big Prince fan, still check it out because it's fun. It's exciting. I mean, her tribute was the best one. It wasn't just the best one because, one, I love Sheila E. Janelle Monáe did a nice little medley rendition. It was cute. She played homage to some of his more, she did the move like this. And she had the shirt on with the ruffles, and she had the booty cutout pants and stuff. So Janelle Monáe, kudos, she did a good job. Bilal did some people may hate. I really enjoyed Bilal's rendition of Beautiful Ones. I had a tear. Maxwell set it off right. But Maxwell does not disappoint. And then we came to Sheila E. Sheila E. said she had set only 7 minutes to do this. BET gave her only 7 minutes, and she had to pull this together. And she had this really big plan and all these people. She was talking about Shaka Khan and The Time and Morris Day and just all these people. And it just wasn't able to come together. I mean, it's only been 2 months since Prince's passing, right? And she was just saying, like, for some people, it was a scheduling issue, but for most part, for everyone, it's still very raw and very difficult. And she talks about, I think it's a Billboard article. I read it on OK Player's website, but okplayer.com. Check out really great music, really great music news. But she was just talking about how when she got everybody together. So, if you have seen the tribute, you're like, wow, there are a lot of people on stage. And one thing she says was, unless you family, you won't get this. You won't get it if you're not family. Well, Auntie Sheila, I got it, and I loved it. So she had old band members. She had old backup dancers. I mean, you see like the lead backup dancer was Prince's ex-wife. That was very great to see, like, everyone just come together. The performance was high energy, kicked it off with Housequake. I mean, it was just awesome. Even threw in a little Love Bazaar and Glamorous Life, like Erotic City. Like, I was just like, yes, this is everything. Because, the really sorry Madonna one last month, that was pathetic. Sheila E. did it right. And I just had to talk about it because it just made me so happy. It just gave me such life because it was, it was live. And if you've ever seen Sheila E. perform, she plays multiple instruments. She's a beast on the drums. So it was really great. And then of course, Jerome from The Time was there too. So that was very cool. To see, that energy and just everyone on stage, and it was live and high action. And she was saying, though, that during their practice, when they first all came together to practice, like, it was so emotional for everyone. You had New Power Generation band members. I mean, it was just a mixture of folks, right? Everyone who had worked with Prince. And it was just so emotional for everybody. So they're like, we're just going to jam. We're just going to do this. So she talks a little bit about how BET had their way of wanting to do things. But Sheila E., hammered it home and made sure that she got the masterpiece that we saw the other night. So kudos to Auntie Sheila. Definitely check out the new music that's coming out because that's going to be pretty cool. So that was just like, and I don't believe in BET, right? I'm not a fan of BET. I don't like. I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it on BET. I watched the BET Awards on Nickelodeon because the evil empire Viacom saw fit to have the award show on every single channel. I guess they had. It was on Nickelodeon. It was on Comedy Central, I guess. I heard it was on BET, of course. Like, it was just across the board. So it was a great performance. It was really awesome. It finished up really strong. You have everybody on stage together. Sheila kicked off her shoes. Like, it was serious. And she got into it. She's sliding across the stage. It's like, get it, girl, get it. I mean, it was just great. And, if anyone knows anything about Sheila E. and Prince, They had a very long, they've had a very long friendship. They met, I think it was like 77 or 78, maybe. I could be off of my years, but they met in the mid-late 70s. And she became part of the band. She, you know, she had her own solo projects, but they also were engaged. You know, that's not only were they friends and collaborators, but they were previously engaged. I believe, if I remember correctly, he actually proposed to her during the Purple Rain tour. I believe it was like in '87. So yeah, so there's a lot of history there, and you know, this pretty awesome picture of everyone together, just the final. It was great. I've watched it like 3 times. I mean, you know, you got to keep it light sometimes. Talk about things that make you happy. Talk about things that make you feel good. And, you know, you really don't get stuff like that often, in my opinion, at least from BET and the Evil Empire, Viacom. But this is really good. And I don't know if anyone else caught this. This is totally off script, but they're coming out. And I remember, and I hope this is the same young artist I saw before who was trying to get his movie about New Edition done. But there's going to be a New Edition movie, apparently, 2017. So I'm going to have to break my no BET rule, apparently, and watch the New Edition movie. Yeah, I don't believe in BET. That's a whole other conversation. But yeah, so this was a really great, you know, really, it was just awesome. It was like the best performance that I've seen. And I've seen Prince live. You know, I saw Prince when I was 16, my first real concert. It was the best thing ever. So this was really exciting. And there was some suggestion that she might go on tour. The Revolution might go on tour. So that could be pretty hot for anyone who's interested in that type of music, you know, reliving the glory days of good music. And I mean, it was pretty cool watching her, you know, kill it on the drums, the guitar. I mean, she was tearing it up. And the band was awesome too. And the backup singers, everyone, it was just great.